welcome to my channel, Heaven's Audventure. This is going to be a different kind of video. I'm just going to call this like a car chat. It's not going to be a vlog, it's just going to be in the car. I'm just going to go on a rant with all of these drivers. I can only speak for southern drivers in the south, mostly Tennessee. I drive all over Tennessee if you've seen my vlogs. I've driven up north before, up in New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, but not long enough. Just going to be a rant for southern drivers. Red lights, traffic lights, whatever you want to call them. If you are the first car at that red light, your only responsibility on the entire planet at that moment is to watch that light. And when it turns green, you go. When you're not the first person at the red light, why are you leaving enough room for a limousine in front of you? There's no need for that. You're making traffic a lot difficult for everyone else. Then you've got people on the other spectrum who want to jump in your back seat at the red light. There's no need for that. You need to leave some space, because what if someone hits you at the red light, they didn't put the brakes on in time, you've now involved the car in front of you. It's the domino effect. Learn how to play dominoes. Leave some space. And use your turning signal. Some people don't use it just because of the clicking sound. What? Use it. That's what it's there for. Let people know you're turning. Now, if you're in a left-only lane at a red light and you have your blinker on, good job, but you better be turning left. If your brake lights go out, both of them, get at least one fixed. Oh my God, the four-way stop. Enough said, I'm not even gonna go there. Now on the interstate. God bless our souls on the interstate. First of all, there needs to be 3 lanes. One for truckers, but I guess we don't have the budget for that in the entire country. The acceleration lane on the on-ramp when you're getting onto the interstate is to accelerate, because you're trying to... Why are you slowing down? There's nobody in front of you. He's from Arizona. He doesn't know our culture down here. We go in the left lane. The acceleration lane is to speed up so you're the same speed as the cars in the interstate when you're merging. It's the safest way to do it. It's not ridiculous to go 0 to 55, 60 when you're on the acceleration lane. That's the purpose of the lane. That's why it's there. And you can't get mad when someone cuts you off in your own acceleration lane because you're going 35. It's dangerous, and I hate when people cut me off in the acceleration lane because they want to go 100 when there's no need to be going 100, but you better be going at least 65 by the time you get on that interstate when everyone else is going 75. Don't even get me started on the slow drivers in the left lane. I cannot deal. Just because you're going 70 or 75 does not mean you get your left lane badge. You stay in the right lane until you're trying to pass somebody. That's the rules of the road. People think just because they're going the speed limit or they're going barely above the speed limit that they deserve to be in the left lane. No, the fastest people deserve to be in the left lane. That's why it's a left lane. You stay in the right until you're ready to pass somebody. That's how it works. If you have to even think about which lane you need to be in, get in the right lane. My gosh, dude, people are passing you in the right. What are you doing? Oh, they're going all the way to Kentucky. It's going to take them forever at this rate. They must be trying to avoid family at Thanksgiving. Come on. I'm currently driving from Memphis to Knoxville, so it's going to be an all-day event in this car, especially the way these people are driving. What are you doing? Generally speaking, as you're driving, you should probably look in the rearview mirror from time to time. And if you happen to look up there when you're on the interstate and it looks like you're leading a funeral procession, move to the right lane. You need to be aware of the vehicles around you at all times. That should be in your brain. You should have peripheral vision, and your subconscious mind should know where the cars are located around you. And that is so important, and people don't do that. You need to know at all times, is there someone in my right? Is there someone behind me? Is there someone in my blind spot? Without having to look in the mirror to see. Because what happens when someone in front of you, their hubcap falls off, it starts heading towards you immediately, and you have a split second to decide if you can jump over in the right lane real quick without causing a wreck for no reason because of somebody's hubcap. Otherwise, you might need to jump over in the shoulder on the left, but you can't do that either if you got people right behind cause a wreck there. People need to get their hubcaps fastened. What are you doing? They've got so much stuff packed in their car, they don't even have a rear view mirror. What was I saying? Oh yeah, semis. You need to respect the semis. They deal with all these cars every single time they clock in for work. They're dealing with people not letting them over, people slowing them down, people riding up their tail, people in their blind spots. They can't help that. None of that is their fault. That's your fault as a driver. It's your responsibility. That semi needs to see you, so don't hang around their blind spot. If you're gonna pass them, pass them. And if they're trying to get over, they put on their blinker to get over and pass another semi in the right lane, let them over. Chances are they've been trying to plan to get around them for a few miles now, and they finally have an opening. Let them over. Speaking of semis, if you happen to look over in your left side window here, and there's a semi passing you, because you're in the right lane, you need to take the next exit and get off the interstate. The interstate is for getting places. Eisenhower said it himself when he built this whole system. Take the back roads. There are still highways today for getting everywhere you need to go. So if you like to go more 45, get on them back roads. When you're on the interstate, if you happen to know that you're about to get to a busy exit, you should know it's going to be a busy exit. You see them blue signs, all the food, hotels, and gas stations coming up. You need to go ahead and probably get over in the left for a little bit to let all them people over that are getting off the exit. If you're staying in the right lane when there's nobody in the left and you've got about 6 cars on the on-ramp trying to get on and you're not getting over, enough said. Don't you hate when you're on this thick interstate traffic and then you go over a hill and you can see 42 cars in front of you and that one Honda Civic slowing everybody down? Don't be that Honda Civic. Get in the right lane. Look in the rear view. Clean your rear view. Don't stack up your back seat all the way a mile high. Strap it to your roof. Get a U-Haul. Use the rear view. If you're a fast driver like myself, chances are you probably see a cop coming up. You slow down a little bit. I never slow down below the speed limit. That's way too suspicious. But if you're a normal driver who goes probably at the speed limit, maybe 5 over, 5 under, you know, good job, pin a rose under your nose. But when you see a cop, why the heck are you slamming your brakes on? Especially when someone's behind you. You should always know if there's someone behind you. You can't just slam on your brakes. Especially for such a silly reason like that. You're trying to avoid the cop from pulling you over for who knows why. You're not breaking the law. But yet he's about to have to come and pull you over anyways because you just caused a wreck. About to have a police report that you caused. I'm 22 years old. I don't know everything, obviously. Lots of learning left to do in life, especially on the interstate. But I've been driving quite a bit for my age, and I'm just sick and tired of all these people who don't know how to drive. Now, that's probably a saying that's been overused a lot. I'd say people know how to drive. They just choose to not drive with their brain. It's not just physically being in a vehicle and putting it in motion and getting where you're going. You need to be smart. You need to be defensive. You have to know what's about to happen. You have to avoid accidents. You don't be the part of the accident. Avoid these accidents. Now your mom's probably told you this 20 times. Don't ride so close to the person in front of you. Now I'm a close driver, but I'm real good with the brake too. A lot of people don't have those reflexes. But I'm not gonna sit here and ride the person in front of me when, just like this instance right now, if you guys can see there's a car right on my tail, well, I gotta back off the person in front of me because right now there's 3 of us about to get in an accident. That's how all these big old chain reactions happen. You see it on the side of the road and you're like, wow, how did 6 people get involved? Because of you. I feel like this lady behind me is trying to sniff my panties. Lady, back off. When you're driving real slow, going like 10 miles an hour, then all of a sudden you're going 60. What? What's slowing us down? I get myself all worked up. That's about all I have for today on my car rant. I'm sure there'll be another video down the road. Things that just get under my skin as a driver. I need to start taking planes. I need to start flying to these audits. This clip is taken 2 days later after I've already got the video edited. I'm throwing it in there anyways because another thing, when you have your high beams on behind somebody, it better be intentionally to make them mad. Otherwise, turn them suckers off. That is rude. You can't see. It's blinding. like move my rear view and move my side mirrors out of the way to where I can't even really see out of them because someone's got LED high beams on directly